And welcome back to the dumpster fire that is our podcast.
We're here to break the stigma against moms who smoke.
Hey, my name is Paige. I'm a 23-year-old single mom of 2 kids and a cat. I run a YouTube channel and I'm a self-taught videographer and editor. I've been smoking medicinally since I was 19, and I smoke now to help manage symptoms of borderline personality disorder.
And my name is Carolyn, and I'm a 36-year-old mother of 2 and wife of 1. I've been running my own business for the past 3 years, and I've smoked on and off my entire adult life to manage anxiety and depression.
This week, we're going to talk about common misconceptions about marijuana. And to define the term misconception, it is a view or opinion that is incorrect because it is based on faulty thinking or understanding. So, when it comes to misconceptions around weed, I think that throughout history, it's just been displayed as a very negative substance to use, and the people who use it come across as lazy or incompetent or stupid. And honestly, that's just largely because of the media's impact. And when it comes to like movies and television shows, stoners have always been displayed as lazy, basically good for nothings.
Dumb.
And then
Yeah.
And then when it comes to, the government side of it, it has not been legalized in many countries until very recently. So people still have that negative outlook on it because it's an illegal drug in a lot of countries.
Mm-hmm. And it's been looked at as an illegal drug for so many years that I feel like it's hard for people to look at it any other way.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. So the very first misconception, and we kind of just touched on it, but smoking weed makes you stupid.
This blows me away because there are so many, not just people my age, but like accomplished, intelligent people that I know with careers that they've gone to school for 4, 5, 6+ years that smoke pot.
Absolutely. I remember back in our 20s, not going to say any names, but where we used to get our weed when we were young. That guy, his customers were doctors and lawyers and people who, we hold to such a high esteem, and they're so smart. And it's like, then that totally contradicts it, right? Like, these guys are not, it doesn't make this person stupid now because they've smoked a bit of weed, like, I don't know.
If anything, I think that it's almost the opposite. Maybe not with a lot of people, but like with you or I who use it on a daily basis, like it makes me, I don't know, more creative and more willing to research topics. And like if I'm watching a documentary or something, like I'm really into it, and then I'm going to go spend an hour and a half after that Googling things about it.
Yeah,
because
diving deeper. Yes, yeah.
And I don't think I would do that as much if I didn't smoke.
It's very true.
And it's just interesting to, I don't know, hear people's negative.
Well, I read a quote the other day, not a quote, but it was a fact that it was William Shakespeare. They tested, I guess pipes were found around his artist, and they assumed they were tobacco pipes, and then they tested them, and 4 out of the 10 pipes had marijuana residue. So it just goes to, like, and this is like
I have a Shakespeare quote. I just like everybody to know that right now.
Share it with us.
That he was a stoner. It says, "What's past is prologue. It means the past makes me who I am today."
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, you see what I mean? And like everyone looks at William Shakespeare like there's like he has plays, and he's this genius of a playwright, and he smoked weed. And I bet you he did when he would hit like blocks. I totally see it. You know what I mean? Like when you hit like that mental block and you just can't get.
That's what I did earlier when I needed to make a thumbnail for the last episode that we posted. I was like, oh my God, I am at a block. What do I do? And I literally just snapped a picture, and I was like, this is perfect. I can work with this.
There you go.
And it was because I smoked.
Yeah. And then you came into like a more, I feel like it's a more thought-provoking headspace. Like
100%.
Instead of just being on autopilot, I'm thinking of new ideas or trying to think of different solutions to problems I have. So,
I'm willing to think of I'm willing to hear other people's opinions.
You're more open. Yeah.
Open to what they're trying to
absolutely
suggest, I guess. The next one that we're going to talk about is that it's a gateway drug.
Yes. I'm an ex-smoker, like tobacco smoker, and that's an addiction. Like when I quit that, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. And when I found out I was pregnant, like the second I found out I was pregnant, it was like I put the bong down and I didn't touch it again for 9 months. And I had no issue. There were some nights where I was really fucking restless and I wish I could have like done something to like relax my body to sleep. But
100%.
back then I didn't know enough research about it, whether it was safe or not. There wasn't enough like information out there.
Mm-hmm.
But
See, the
yeah, like I
difference
easily
between,
walked away from smoking weed my entire pregnancy,
yeah, and
which I
it's,
wouldn't have been able to do on cigarettes like right away, like
I was
instant.
reading an article on that yesterday, and they said the same thing. Like stoners will not, or people who smoke weed won't have physical effects if they all of a sudden stop smoking, and that's
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so many stoners that are like, "Well, I'm out of weed till payday. Like, I'm gonna get through the next 3 days." It's not like a cigarette smoker who's like, "Holy fuck! Like,
Oh
I need
my
to take
God,
28
yeah. If
hours
I
so I
didn't
can go
have,
get a pack of smokes." There's no way.
yeah, if I didn't have a cigarette for 3 days, like God help the people around me because it was awful. Like
Yeah,
it's all you can think about, and that's all you wanted. And in no way while I'm smoking it, like smoking weed, I'm not sitting there thinking like, hey, I should try heroin tomorrow.
no, oh my
You know what I
god.
mean? Like I don't
And
ever
to like,
feel like I need to chase a bigger high. Like that's not what I'm after. You know what I mean? And I
it's
feel like most
calming.
pod smokers are like that too. They're not looking to get like blitzed out of their tree.
No,
It's either
they
just
just
to
want to
like
get
calm
stoned.
anxiety or yeah,
Yeah.
like just feel like you're in a good vibe, like
Yeah. And to
I
like
don't know.
circle back to what you said about the amount of research that was around when you were pregnant, I totally get that because the difference in research between the time that I had Dawson and the time that I had Brooklyn, which was 15 months,
Hmm.
was insane.
Really?
In the 6 months after I had Dawson, I guess like maybe part of my pregnancy, and then the 6 months after, I found so much more researched, evidence based research that it's safe to smoke while
Okay.
pregnant.
Hmm.
And that's the general consensus I've gotten. But it was really interesting, even in that small amount of time, to see the difference in articles and things that I was able to find.
Hmm. Even now I'm sure too, like because even with breastfeeding, I breastfed Dax for 2 years and I didn't smoke that entire time too because I didn't know. I wasn't sure and there was a lot of conflicting information and I didn't want to put him in any kind of harm's way. So I'd like,
And now it's been proven that it's safe.
yeah, so
And it's like, I don't know.
it's nice that
It's
there's a lot more
unfortunate.
information coming out about it now though, and evidence-based research like you said, where it's
100%.
it's not just someone saying it, it's proof. But yeah, I'm,
Um,
I'm thinking the gateway drug thing again is because of the whole Hollywood, like the way they've stereotyped it, like,
yeah.
and at the same time too, another thing someone had said to me, which was a good point, is if it is a gateway drug, I feel like it's because like this was before it was legalized, so before anyone
Yeah.
had access to it. Um, when you would go buy your pot, you were buying it from the same guy that sold coke and speed and all that stuff. So you were exposed to it just by
Especially living in a
meeting.
small town.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're exposed to it in that sense where you could get access to a higher drug. But I feel like now that it's legalized and you can go to a pot store to buy just pot and you don't have like an upsell from a drug dealer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like then I feel like that will maybe become less and less and that'll just stop being a thought.
Oh, yeah. And that's not something that I feel happens very frequently. Because like I feel like pot dealers are pot dealers, and
Yes,
I
that's
mean,
true.
I've
Yeah.
known several throughout my life, um, but they try to stick. But then, yeah, you're right. Like especially in small towns, you do get these dealers that
Yeah,
are
you
like,
get the
"Well, here you
guys that are
go."
trying to get all of the market. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
and you're, yeah,
but
you're,
and like back to it being illegal too. Like I think that that's, I don't know, it's that's why people look at it as a gateway drug
mhm.
because, oh, weed's illegal. Well, then heroin's illegal.
If
Those
you're
two are the
okay doing
same.
that, exactly, then you'll be okay.
And I grew up thinking that, like going through the DARE program and that, like I
Hmm.
thought that weed was just as bad as like heroin or
Oh, yeah.
acid or cocaine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And again, that's like just the media and the agenda behind it.
yeah, exactly.
Another common misconception is that marijuana is deadly. I don't think has it been proven that like it's only
Okay.
weed in their system?
So I think that there was a child in BC. It was in one of the provinces not long after it was legalized, supposedly, that passed away because they ate too many edibles. which
Okay.
in a child, a very small child, okay, I can see that. But as far as the research goes that I've done, you can't die from weed because you have to smoke like something like a pound and a
Hmm.
half or something in order to overdose.
Well, just to give you perspective, I told you the story the other,
Overdose.
yeah, like, and that's in like very,
And so people understand what a pound of weed is. Like you buy gram by gram.
hmm
Like I buy, say, 7 grams at a time.
hmm
That's not like how many grams is in a pound? Hold on.
oh my God, do you want to do math?
No, I have the Google. There is 453 grams in a pound. To put into
So
perspective, I smoke about 7 grams a week, maybe a little more if I'm having a rough go of
harder
it.
week, yeah,
But that's insane.
yeah.
453 like you're
There's
not
no
gonna,
way.
that's
Like
not
you
possible
physically don't have time to do
in
all
like
of
half an
that.
hour.
Yeah, no, you can't. I mean, and I understand edibles affect you differently than smoking it.
Hmm.
Like it's more of a body feel that you get.
Yeah.
Um, maybe it slowed his heart down enough. I don't know. Like I can't.
Well, that's the thing.
And
And
again,
there
it's a
could have
small,
been
but it's,
other underlying conditions too.
yeah, exactly. He could have had a heart condition or something. But at the same time, I had a Chihuahua who
Hmm.
weighed less than 5 pounds. He was teeny tiny. And over the course of his life, because he was very sneaky and was obsessed, he was food obsessed. So anything that went near our mouths, he assumed was food. And I guess we would roll joints and then leave, like we would bust up the weed and then roll joints and go outside to smoke them. And the weed would be left on the coffee table. This was in our 20s again, long before children came along. There was no one around. It was just me and my roommate. And multiple times
Just fucking around.
yeah, he's just eaten weed. Like he's eaten grams at a time. He's eaten like a ball of hash before.
And that's the other thing. Eating weed does not get you high. Do not ever believe
Well,
anybody
when
who
he ate
says
the hash,
eating
it did. Like, but I wouldn't eat the like
weed,
plant.
though, bud.
Yes.
No, eating bud
No,
is what
yeah,
I
like
mean.
the
Like,
flower. That would be very gross. I don't know. I can't imagine that would be appetizing. Just like catnip.
it's like freaking catnip for clones.
But yeah, no, I don't think there's any documented deaths from overdosing on weed. You can't. I mean, you'll fall asleep. You probably have a really solid nap,
And you're
like to
probably
the
gonna
point
wake up
where,
with a weed hangover, and it's
yeah,
fine.
and like I feel like if people were trying to wake you up, that might be the panicky part because they're trying to wake you up and you're just like really drowsy and sleepy. But it's not
Hmm.
like I just took a bottle of pills kind of drowsy. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
just having a good sleep. So I don't.
No, and it's not the same drowsiness as a bottle of pills.
Well, I wouldn't know
Not that I'm speaking from
that.
experience. I'm just gonna shut my mouth now.
Should we just go
Sorry.
down a dark path?
Almost. We're backing it up.
Okay, yeah, back it up. Let's keep it
Bring it
light.
back now,
Yeah.
y'all. Why am I allowed on the internet?
Oh my god. Fun times.
Okay,
All right, next.
it makes you lazy. Well, first of
Well,
all, I have 2 fucking kids and a cat and a whole house
you
to
don't
run.
have time to be
I am
lazy.
anything but lazy.
I know, and
Yes,
honestly,
my kids will tell you I'm lazy because the 5 minutes that I sit down to have to myself,
that's
you
when
bet your
they
ass.
notice.
My son's next to me and he's like, "Mom, why are you sitting down?" I'm like, "There's dishes. Our room needs cleaned. Can you do this with me?" So can I not?
That's why you gotta sit
Not
down in the
lazy.
bathroom, Paige. Pretend you're going for a poop, lock the door. Just
No smokes. I will never
oh
quit
yes,
smoking, and my
yeah,
kids
yeah.
know why. It gets me out of the house for 5 minutes.
I feel like my depression makes me lazy. And the weed snaps me out of it and gets me motivated to like start doing things. So I'll tell myself like when I get really down and it's like now I'm letting everything pile up and I know I need to like do one thing to like climb
Mhm.
out of this, you know? And so I'll just like, you hit a bong and you're like, put some music on, let's do some dishes or laundry or whatever.
That's
And
exactly what I
I
do.
get stuff done. Like,
And then you start doing another thing because you did the one thing and you feel good about it.
yes,
And oh
yeah.
yeah,
And you
whenever
build
I
on that.
come out of my like 3 day depression, because
Yeah.
that seems to be what it is like 3 days or so. I know myself well by now, guys. Like,
Self-awareness.
but like I do the same thing. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I'm not having a fourth day.
Yeah, we're not
Hit a
doing this
bong
today.
maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 times, and then the house gets clean. The kids
Get
are
going.
happy because I'm happy and I'm bouncing around and can handle myself,
Yeah.
kind of, mostly.
Yeah.
I'm never 100% in control. I'll admit it now.
And again, I feel like this is again because of the way it's portrayed in media, right? Like, especially like, what's that fucking movie I hate?
Harold and Kumar.
Dazed and Confused is
Oh,
like
Dazed
a
and Confused.
really bad
Mhm.
one, where they're just like sitting around like complete fucking idiots on a
Oh
couch,
yeah.
like.
And I don't mean like not having it together because of the weed. Like I mean my mental state, and weed pulls that back together.
Yes,
Like
yeah, me too. Yeah. It like it grounds me again and then puts me in that calm state where you can
you
think
can think.
things through and the world doesn't seem as big, bad, and scary.
No, because everything seems like a mountain, and
Yeah.
it's like, okay, this isn't realistic anymore, and like I can't even stand myself right now, so we need to deal with this. And like
Hmm.
smoking is what brings you out of that state, and then you can kind of organize things in your mind, and
Yeah.
you don't.
And have a
It's not
game
nearly as
plan.
overwhelming. Yeah,
And then you just feel generally better about everything.
exactly.
So, yeah. So what's the next one? Oh, it makes you fat. Like, is that because of the whole munchie idea? Like, because I do that on my own without the help. Like, I've been a fat girl my whole life, so I can attest it's not the weed. Like, for me, it was genetics and just bad food choices from
Okay,
the jump.
so I have been a skinny girl my whole life, and weed has not gotten. I've tried. Trust me. Maybe that might have been not really why I started smoking, but at times like why I continued to smoke
Yeah,
so I could eat. But it doesn't. No.
yeah. I mean, it
Sometimes I
does.
wish,
Like,
guys.
there are times where if I would allow myself to, I could eat the fridge. Like, if you smoke
Yeah.
especially, I find it gets worse when I watch TV because then it's like all the subliminal messages on TV about like food or if they're eating something. We used to watch a lot of cooking shows, like the Gordon Ramsay shows,
I
and
can't.
I can't. I have to stop because then by the end it's like, let's do up a huge meal. It's like,
Yeah. It's terrible. And like, and while like I'll eat more, that doesn't it's not the same thing. Like sometimes weed helps people gain weight, sometimes weed helps people lose weight. It's the
mhm.
same thing as we were saying in the medicinal episode, like the cannabinoids interact with every person's receptors in different ways.
Yeah,
So it's not always going to be, one way or the other. It could make someone fat, I guess, if they
yeah.
constantly have the munchies and are
And
eating
at
all
the
the
same time, I feel like it's not the weed that's making you fat; it's the food choices you have in your house,
time.
right?
It is
Like,
the choices you're making. It's not
yeah.
just one thing.
So if
Just
all
like
you're eating is ice cream,
hmm I
then
do the same thing.
it's a weird time right now. I switched from salads to ice cream. It helps me feel better.
I mean, whatever you got to do. Like I just keep having like comfort foods. I have
Yes.
yogurt with granola right now.
Oh, that looks so good. You always have like nice snacks. I need to start bringing snacks to these. Last
Just
week we
wait
had
till we're
fruit.
recording them here. We'll have a
Yes,
whole snack
there you go. We'll have
platter.
like a snack bar like they do in Hollywood.
Hmm
But yeah, so I don't think I like again because it's the same thing. That would be like saying McDonald's makes you fat. Well, don't eat it five
That's
times a week.
also I've done that and didn't
It's
get fat.
not working for you either. Damn it. You just
My
have a really
body's
good
just not
metabolism,
good.
man.
Is
That's
that
all
what
it
it
is.
is? Is
Yeah.
that the one thing that works properly in my
Yes.
whole fucking body?
Yeah.
Sorry. We're getting a
It's
little
on
triggered
point.
today, guys.
Oh, so okay, so the next one kind of touches on the lazy. Like it's kind of I never noticed that, but I guess it's kind of right. Go ahead. I'll let you do it.
Smoke. Okay, I'll do it. Smoking makes you unmotivated.
Yeah,
Um, so that's another baseline or baseless claim.
yeah. Again, my depression makes me unmotivated, not the
Yeah,
weed. It's my depression.
it's my brain not
Yeah.
working quite
Yeah.
properly.
And then
But
I
at the same
feel
time, it makes me more motivated. So,
mm.
but there are stoners that will smoke and sit and do nothing and
Yes,
be couch
absolutely.
potatoes.
Yeah, there are. I mean, isn't there a whole song about it? What's that guy? He was going to go to school, but then he got high. There was a whole
I got too high.
like there's
I love
it
Little Dicky
happens.
so
And
much.
I guess it's also like, oh no, I'm talking about the Afro Man song. I'm way older than
Oh,
you, girl. That's why. You were
it
probably in
happens.
diapers when that came out. But Google him after. It's a good one.
I
Maybe
feel like
people
I just got age shamed.
I know, I feel like I got hate shamed. You're like, oh, Little Dicky. I'm like, who the fuck is that? And why do all the rappers nowadays have little in front of their name?
Because he's a little white boy.
Aren't they all? No.
Well,
And like,
from
what's with
my
the face
experience
tattoos?
in my personal love life, yes, they are a little white boy. Please don't be listening to this, you two.
You have a type.
I do. I'm very aware of it. Shout out to all my exes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hope you're doing well.
Light and love to everybody. That's all we've got.
How did we get to this point?
I don't know. It's a dumpster fire, Paige. Jesus. Welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. Or welcome back. But yeah, so I don't think it makes me unmotivated at all. Like, I mean, if I want it, like if I need to like just stop and have a moment, like usually if we're gonna like have a movie night or something, then I'll go all out because I know it's just gonna be like a mindless activity that I can just like let go, like relax. But other than that, like when I need to get shit done and my depression's got a hold and you're just not wanting to get up or do anything, then that's usually a surefire way to get my ass going.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all of these blanket terms need to stop. I think that's the biggest issue. Because of course there's going to be one of every person in every type of group.
Yeah.
But we're not all like that.
Exactly. So the next one is it gives you memory loss.
I can't speak on this one because my BPD gives me severe memory issues, so I don't know.
I honestly never really had memory issues until I had my son.
Oh, it's mom brain.
I feel like, and I just feel like it's exhaustion. And because like when you're really fucking tired, like I would forget everything. And I wasn't even smoking weed back then. And like I forgot everything. And so I really feel like, again, that's a health thing. Like keep yourself hydrated, get lots of sleep. Like it's not going to affect you. Like I forget things now and then. And even like Dax will call me out on it. Sometimes I'll tell him like, well, tomorrow you don't get to do this. And then he'll like look me dead ass in the eyes and be like, well, you forget everything, so I'll be good. It's like,
really, says the same
I'm
kind of
writing
thing.
that down now then. That's what you want.
You're going to forget mom.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, you're right.
I feel like that's because the mental load of a parent is, you know, there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of moving like parts in the air that you got to.
Do you know how hard it is just to remember who showered when?
You know, today actually I said to Dax, when was the last time you've been in the tub? To maybe today should be a bath day.
Yeah. I don't remember. You need to go in the tub probably.
That's right.
Every time. And like they'll come up to me and they'll be like, Mom, we haven't had a bath in like 2 days. And I'm like, you're good for 3. You're okay.
We got another day. Let's stretch this another time.
It's hard. And people don't. It has nothing to do with being a stoner. These are just mom things.
I mean, like sometimes if like right after I smoke, if I'm doing something within like the first 5 minutes, you know, and like it's just the buzz is like just setting in. Yeah. So it's like for a sec, sometimes I'll forget stuff. Like I'll go to the other room and forget my phone and, you know, like, and have to go back and get it. But at the same time too, Alzheimer's runs in my family and it's always been, and it's genetic. So it's always been something at the back of my head where I'm like, I feel like it's coming for me later. And I don't know. I feel like we're
going to retract that from the universe right now.
Yes, that's right. It ends here. But I've also read articles that had like weed had positive effects on slowing down Alzheimer's or something. So I was like, all right, I'm on track. It's good. I'm being preemptive.
That's awesome. I'm lighting another incense because I bought incense and I'm going to light them nonstop until they're all gone.
I wanted to you don't light those, but turn on my diffuser.
I have one of those too, but these light fire and they're so much more fun.
I ran out of plugs, so I had to not have the diffuser going.
That's sad.
I know. There's not enough plugs in houses.
No, there's really not, especially these ones.
Yeah.
We're just taking like a mild break so we can, you know, reset the energy in here.
This is the last one's funny too. Crime and delinquency. Oh, I'm reading that one, right? Or did you read the memory loss?
Oh, you read memory. Oh, fuck. I don't. I am a delinquent.
I do have memory loss. Fuck. I do. Like, I write a lot of notes for myself, and I'm trying to get better with using my phone to set what happens.
I almost lit myself on fire, but
oh my god! Stop, drop, and roll.
I need Sparky the fire dog.
Oh, I just realized that our names on here, I have the full name and you have Dawson. Hey.
Killing it. All right. So,
Last one.
obviously, using marijuana ultimately leads to crime and delinquency.
Incarceration, Paige.
So, the only reason that it leads to crime and delinquency is because they made a plant illegal.
Yes, because
So,
someone
just
said so.
by, process of elimination, if they didn't make a plant illegal, people wouldn't be in jail over it. And then
Yeah,
maybe you wouldn't think that it leads to crime and delinquency because,
exactly.
like, that's not to be super sassy about it. Sorry. But it's, I feel like that's the biggest misconception because of that, because people have had charges related to weed. And it's like, okay, especially in Canada now, it's legal.
Yeah.
That's not,
And if they mean it as in the sense where like once you're out, you just want to like steal from people in order to get your next fix. Like it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not like crack where you will steal your grandmother's TV to get your next hit. Weed, it's just
yeah.
like you said before. It's like, well, shit, I'm out till payday. You know, like
Oh, I've definitely scraped together to go and buy weed when I've been out. But
yeah.
like it's not been a oh,
It's not out of
if we're out, we're
deception or
out.
like stealing. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Like
we're not
you're
gonna go and like rob somewhere for
yeah,
it. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
nicely ask my mom for $40 so I can be happy for 3 days.
Exactly. And like not to mention either that like you're once you do smoke, your whole mindset is more like peace and love and less like
And then you can be like,
violent
okay, this
crime.
bag will last me way longer because I'm just not gonna smoke as much. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be very
yeah.
and like I don't know, it's easier. Yeah.
I don't know. And like yes, I feel like it now that it's legalized, I wonder if there's stats out there about like how much it's alleviated. Ooh, pull up that Google. Like how much it's alleviated like the prison system. You know what I mean? If there is stats yet. Oh, I got nail polish too.
I didn't.
Pronto has it for $1.99. It's chipping like crazy because it's cheap, but whatever.
I don't
Makes
know
my
what
heart
any of
happy.
these words mean. Hold on. What has changed since cannabis was legalized? And it has a gc.ca.
Oh shit. Trudeau wrote it, so it's gotta be right. Oh, I'll cut that out. I don't
No
want them coming
comment.
for me.
Okay. Okay, anyway, so I feel like it's gone down. I don't, this is going to take a lot of research and
Yeah.
reading that I don't have the ability to do right
Maybe
now.
that could be like a future episode. Like
Yeah,
what that effect has had on the prison system and just incarceration in
that would be
general.
really cool.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
into conspiracy theories.
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
do a conspiracy theory episode, guys. I'm going to research a murder and we're going to go into it and it's going to
There we
be
go. I
fucking
like
fantastic.
that. It could be a spin-off.
Also, so that's kind of all we have
Yeah.
for misconceptions. Also, because like I feel like we're kind of blind to the misconceptions because we just kind of go about our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We're very well, we know what we want to do and how we
Yeah.
want to live our lives, and that's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah. So maybe from a point of view from someone who doesn't smoke, if you have any questions or thoughts on it, then we're always open to hearing. So send us
yeah,
a
absolutely.
message, either if it's through Facebook or whichever on our platforms you can get it, reach us through any of them.
I'm pretty sure you can also message us on YouTube now, but if you can't, like Instagram's also openly. We're everywhere.
Yep.
We
And
should
we
also
want to
do
hear from you.
We do. Like, we would really like more comments.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of messages and stuff, which we understand. Like, if you want to private message us,
Yes. Yeah.
we will not call you out. We get
No.
it.
Yeah.
But it'd be really nice to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
But we
absolutely.
should also do our check-in.
Yes. How's your week been, Paige?
Things have gotten better. I feel like I've been really tired, but I've also been up earlier in the morning. Like, I'm waking up with no problem at like 8:30, whereas
Great.
I wasn't getting up till like 9:30. So that's been good.
Positive. Yeah.
And I found these really awesome smoothies that I've been drinking every morning, and they're intended to be a breakfast because they have like protein and everything you need. So that's been helping a lot. And yeah, I don't know. And I found out yesterday that the kids will not be going away this summer. So I'm actually really stoked about that. And so are they. Like, they're so excited to be able to spend the summer and hang out with their friends,
Yes.
hopefully, if this is lifted.
Yeah.
And like go to my parents' house and play in the pool. And
Yeah.
you know, they're excited that they don't have to go away. So that'll be nice. I'm really
That's
excited.
cool. Yeah. Yeah.
How's your week been?
It's been good. It's month end, so I try to get a bunch of stuff wrapped up for my clients, and then we kind of start looking at next month's things. I don't think I've ever touched on what I do. I'm a social media manager online for small businesses. So,
You'll be our manager soon.
Oh.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I just do that, and it's a lot of fun. I do a lot of social, like all their social media platforms for all of them. So this today had some calls and started planning for May, and when I get off of this, then I'll jump back into it and start getting ready. I really like the beginning of the month because then it's just like new beginnings. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. And what have we been doing? Every night we watch a Disney movie. I think I'm going to start like making a list of movies we've watched, like COVID-19 Disney, I don't know, call it something or other, and start making a list. But I've been having a lot of fun. There's a lot of them that I had never watched, like older. Like last night we watched The Emperor's New Groove.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. I had never watched it before, and we sat down because I'm trying to find like the older Disney movies, not the newer ones, because he's seen most of the newer ones. So we're trying to introduce him to like the OG stuff.
The good shit.
Yeah, like The Lion King and Aladdin and all those. So we've been going through them all. And last night was really good. And then as soon as it was done, he was like, "Is there a part 2 to this?" So today, him and Pat watched the part 2.
Oh my god, that's awesome. So excited.
But yeah, and other than that, then I got him that website, and he's been doing really good on that, like doing his schoolwork on there. So
yeah,
he's been really positive about it. And then tomorrow morning, the boys are going to be on the morning announcement meeting. So watch for that one tomorrow morning.
With a picture of me in the back and folding laundry.
I did I not cut you out?
I don't know.
Maybe I should send a different one.
No, it's fine.
Send a different one?
No, it's fine. Okay, I was just laughing because I was like, of course, I'm going to be in the fucking
You look super cute. Well, it was so hard because like I took about 100 of the pictures, but because they were moving, like, well, mainly Ethan was moving, or maybe I shouldn't say his name. One of the little boys was
mainly boy number 3.
Yeah. Number 3 in the crew was hopping around all over the place. So a lot of the pictures are like there's good ones of our boys, and then that other boy was just like a blur.
Did you hear his mom at the beginning? Tell them what you've been doing other than driving me crazy.
I was like, same girl.
I like you. Who are you? I want to be friends. If you're listening to this right now and you've creeped our pages, hi, we also want to be your friend.
Yeah.
We agree, and I see that you have a baby, and if it wasn't quarantine, I'd be willing to help because I feel for you, girl. I feel for you. Call anytime.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's sweet that they got to do that, but I think that made him a little sad. Like after he got off the call, it made him. It's almost like a tease, right? Like they can see each other, but then it like sinks in that they can't see each other. I don't know. It's hard. So I think he had a little. So I just tried to do something with him after the call to like pick up his spirits a bit. But
I also, one of my friends got or ordered a book for me for Dawson, and it's CBT for kids.
Okay.
Because he displays a lot of signs of cognitive behavioral therapy.
Okay, yeah.
Or cognitive behavioral therapy.
I should have known that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. But just because he displays symptoms of some anxiety and like, because he has a borderline mom, like I want to make sure that I'm giving these kids the skills, and like if I'm noticing anything like this, like I'm going to work on it with them.
Yeah.
So we started working on that, and he really enjoyed it. And I feel like I was asking him questions that he was like, oh, I do feel that way. And like you could see the wheels turning, and like I don't know, he did really well and was really positive after it.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe you should look into something like that for Tom.
Maybe I should.
Yeah. You were anxious.
Once you get, did you get the book already? You said. Okay.
I'll take pictures and send it to you, so you can even just do the work like with him.
Yeah. Because I've done that type of therapy. I was in my 20s, and I was in a not very good relationship, and I thought it was all me. And then when I went into this therapy, it really opened my eyes and like honestly changed my life. Like my life from that point, that was a defining moment for me. And from that point on, I've been a little, I was unstable, but like It just gave me the
I get
tools
what
I
you mean.
needed to cope, you know, like when shit gets crazy or tough. It gave me the skills to
Oh
cope, because
yeah.
I was a really anxious child too. Like when I was young, I remember there were some nights where I couldn't sleep. I would lie awake all night, and I didn't know. The most frustrating part is I didn't know why I was feeling that way. Like, because I would tell my parents about it, and then they
Yeah.
would just ask me questions like, well, is there something bothering you at school, and is there something that is this, and I didn't even know why I was feeling like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Makes it hard.
so yeah, so to give them tools at this age is awesome, you know, like then they're gonna thrive,
They're going to
you
be able
know,
to
like,
utilize those
yeah,
throughout their childhood and as they get
absolutely.
older. I'd rather them start off with these skills than have to learn them as an adult like I am.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
that's really cool.
I think it's going to be useful. And I also have one coming for me. And I also got Mind Over Mood, which is a really good book for BPD apparently. So
Cool.
if you guys are interested in future episodes on BPD, like let me know too, because I would really like to dive into more.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that can be in the future too.
And if you missed our last episode, I suggest you go check it out, because Paige and I go over common questions about BPD. We kind of cover all the basics of it. And if you
And I
want to know
open up a
more,
lot, so like if you
yeah,
want to
it's
know
a
lots
little,
about my life.
it's a heavy episode. I watched it today, and didn't make me feel sad, but it's you know like it was a heavier episode, yeah. But it's always good to talk about it though, heavy or not.
I also want to just point out where we're at as far as our stats are right now, because I'm really, really proud of us. So we are currently at 13 subscribers. We have over 1,000.
That's on YouTube, right?
On YouTube.
YouTube, okay.
We have over 1,000 watch minutes. And then on Facebook, I'm really excited about Facebook. I would really, really, really like to hit 100. But as of
100 likes? We're close, aren't we?
We're extremely close.
Oh my goodness.
This is so stressful, it's not loading.
It knows.
So there are 87 people who follow our Facebook page. So I'm hoping that if we can do a live this week,
yes,
it could be for 100 likes on Facebook.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And to celebrate our 13 subscribers on YouTube.
Heck yeah.
That's so cool.
But anyways, anything else for this episode?
No, we covered everything. We did our catch up.
All right. Well, make sure that you follow us on all of our social media that we listed in the beginning. It's also in the description below. Watch out for us going live on Facebook this week.
Yep.
Because at some point we're going to do that. We'll give you guys a heads up. We'll post or something.
Yeah,
I can
we'll
even
give
post
a warning.
little update on YouTube as well. But yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll be here next week. Again.
Because we come back every time.
We're committed.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And motivated.
Yeah. And we are quite good looking, might I say.
Yeah. I pulled a jean jacket out of the back of my closet for this.
I pulled a crop top out. Like, although my name's Dawson right now, so who knows if we're actually put together or not.
As long as we look it, right?
This is my new mug. That? I'm totally the best mom ever because my kids are too little to buy me Mother's Day presents, so I selfishly bought it for myself.
I've been dropping hints all week this week to Pat, so we'll see how that goes.
I'll go out and have a smoke with him and be like, "Listen, you got her flowers.
No, actually, I asked him. I want a little bong, like a little glass bong. I have a teeny one, but I want one just a bit bigger, like almost a little smaller than yours, or that size is good too. Show him that and tell him. Tell him I want one. Okay. Cool.
I'll tell him exactly where to buy it too.
Nice, thank you.
I wonder if I can request things for Mother's Day. Is it wrong to request things to my mom because she's the only one that can buy me things for my
absolutely kids? Not. Be like, hey, so Dawson wanted to get me this.
Dawson really wanted to buy me a bong for Mother's
Day.
Yeah,
so you just send her a link or a picture and you're good.
Oh, man. All right.
Well, all right, so we'll see you guys next week then, because we'll be back.
Yes, we will. Do you want to come out for a smoke after this?
You betcha. I'll be down in a second.
All right, and we're fading into the nothingness.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.